Do you ever have transphobes or, haters in your life that are so persistent that after a while you give them nicknames? I call mine Scratch and Sniff. And this is why. So, a couple years ago, as the pandemic was winding down, and I was separating from my wife, but things were fine. We were very friendly, and we just, gonna go separate things now. But so she'd moved out, but she hadn't. She left her things here, and she was just taking them gradually over to where she was living now. And so there's piles of stuff everywhere. And my there was a complaint that there was a bad smell in the apartment. And sometimes you get nose blind to these things, so like there might have been a bad smell. I didn't think there was. But I was trying real hard to keep everything real clean, even though it was going to be just me now. But I just gotten a new dog. There she is there, okay? That's my dog. Her name's Khaleesi. And so there may have been some smells that hadn't caught up to yet. And I was just starting to house train her because she was a brand new puppy for me back then. And so, there was the odd spot here or there in the apartment I hadn't gotten to yet. So we get this notice that they're coming by to check on the apartment for smells. And I've lived here for, well, at that point in time, I've been here like 8 years and never had that issue, and I had dogs the whole time. But anyways, that's fine. So the management comes over, and it's the apartment manager who I hadn't met before. She's a brand new apartment manager for this area, and she had the maintenance guy with her. And they come in, and they see just a mess everywhere, and like bags of cans and all kinds of stuff. And this is my apartment, and I'm a little bit messy, but I promise you everything's got a place. And that bag of cans right there was several of them on the floor, and there was boxes like that one just piled everywhere. It's just because my spouse was moving out. So it looked very ghetto, it looked very trashy, but it was just, life was chaos, and the pandemic was just coming to an end, and we were getting things sorted out and whatever. And they come in, they go, yeah, well, there was a complaint about a smell. Because my neighbors upstairs, the ones that can't stand me, were complaining there was a smell coming from my apartment. And the manager's telling me this, there was a complaint about a smell. She's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, can you guys smell anything? Like, well, just cooking spices. Because where they're standing right there is where my spice rack is, where I make my chili. So I make some pretty fantastic chili. It tastes pretty good. And it's got quite some powerful smells to it. But that's all they could smell. Because there was nothing in here about cooking spices. And I've been keeping the place clean. And then the maintenance guy says, well, yeah, your neighbors were coming downstairs and looking at your door and sniffing it. I'm like, they're doing what? And as he says this, the apartment manager does this. I'm going, they're sniffing my door. So I put a Scratch and Sniff sticker on my door just for them. And I made sure it was extra gay.